He's also on a mission to help educate men about prostate cancer, which disproportionately affects African American men. We all know that. Now, Grant Hill joins us now to talk about taking ownership of your health and talking to your doctor about prostate cancer. Good morning, Mr. Hill. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning to
I'm
you.
doing
How are
well. Good
you?
morning to you. How are you? I'm doing very good. Now, can you tell us about some of your latest projects?
Well, I think the most important one and why we're here is the Start Strong campaign, and really a mission, that deals with health and prostate cancer. And you touched on it. Prostate cancer disproportionately affects African American men, and I think we all kind of know that in some form or fashion. But as I began to learn more about it, African American males are twice as likely to be diagnosed and 2.5 times more likely to die from prostate cancer. 1 in 7 African American men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer during their lifetime. And we're in incidents where they're, diagnosed with prostate cancer early and they're younger, there's a stronger chance that it's more extreme, more severe cases. And so really hearing all this and becoming more aware of the dangers of prostate cancer, I just knew that I had to jump in feet in head first, and do my part to really kind of help educate and inform and shed light, and shine the light on this prostate cancer. And let's change it. Let's change it. We have a chance to change that narrative and extend people's lives through some actions they can take.
Now, what is your key message to men, especially African American men?
Well, one, to understand that there's a real sense of urgency here as it relates to prostate cancer. And one of the things we can do to avoid the worst case scenario is to go get checked and to go talk to your doctor, to get a visit, to have the proper screenings, to really educate and inform oneself, to take ownership of your health. As a former athlete, your body is your livelihood, and you do everything you can to protect that. You take ownership, you advocate for yourself, you do all you can so you can go out there and perform in your respective arena. Well, we need that same mindset with men across the board, and particularly African American men. For whatever reason, we don't like to go get checked. If nothing's wrong, well, then why should I go get checked? I'm fine, I feel good. Or if something sometimes even is wrong, we don't get checked. Oh, I'll get through it. I'll be fine. And so we have to change that narrative as well. And whatever stigma is associated with going to the doctor, well, unlike in sports, you might get injured, you might, have to miss a season, or worst case, you may even have to retire because of an injury. Well, here, the worst case is death. And you're dealing with life and death here. And so there should be a sense of urgency. And we should move forward quickly on that. And I need all the women out there who are your viewers to also nudge the men in their lives to do just that. And so, I am excited to be able to talk about this, to shed light on it, to really inform people, to partner with Dendreon Pharmaceuticals. And of course, to learn more, your viewers, your listeners can go and access prescribing information at www.startstrong.us, where there's just a ton of information. People can learn, get more informed, and we can bring those numbers way down as it relates to prostate cancer.
James Simons has been talking today with Grant Hill about prostate cancer and especially about African American men getting checked out. And you're right, we do have that attitude. Grant, before we go, I have to send a shout out to you from Kalia Collier, who's the owner of the only professional women's basketball team here in St. Louis called the Surge. She's had your poster in her house ever since.
Well, that is awesome. That is awesome. That's awesome. It's good to know that there were some fans there back in the day in St. Louis, and it's good to know that she's doing very well with the basketball team there. So I want to say thank you for your support back in the day, and congratulations and good luck on the upcoming season.
Grant Hill, thank you again for joining us on Morning Blend.
All right, thank you for having me.